This will be fun. I'm very looking forward to playing.
I'm glad.
I'm also here.
Everyone came back on purpose.
Okay, good. Cape Escape audio is working.
OBS disable
Excellent.
snapping.
How are the audio levels for everyone? Does everyone sound okay? Keith is kind of quiet. I should probably turn him up.
What is up?
That's better. And now I will not turn him up.
All right, I got my dumb little art assets pretty lined up. Ah! All right, I'm back.
Did it not save?
No, I opened Toaster's fucking stream and got immediately ambushed by an ad that's another fucking soft cover of Where Is My Mind? Why is this? Stop. Some lady's voice singing angelically. It's like, with your feet on the air and your head on the ground.
Yeah, no thanks.
Like, fucking... You do not understand why I like the Pixies. James Gunn understood why I like the Pixies. Why don't you?
How dare they?
It's almost like we're cutting down decades-old pop music to a strict canon of what we are allowed to continue using, but only in softcover form.
The worst one was the fucking Kinect. There's a commercial for the Kinect where Microsoft just made an orchestral version of Where Is My Mind. And at that point, I'm just like, who is this for? Who even knows what it means in that context? Like, did people even know this is Where Is My Mind? Is this just like an inherently satisfying little rhythm that devoid of context you're just gonna throw at people? Like, I'm just like, what's going on?
I'm assuming you also love all the covers of Radiohead's Creep.
Unexpected thing.
When there's just you, the sky, the sea, and the people who mean everything in the world to you.
When I was young, I climbed trees, played a lot of sports. I rode my bike all over this town. In 2012...
By the way, I did a Twitter thread about Jet's last name, and I'm disregarding all of the suggestions because all of the suggestions were like Jet Steel, Jet Fuel, Jet Lag, Jet
Fuel is
engine,
really good.
Jet Flame, Jet Black.
Jet Black was correct, man.
Everybody
That
just
was a good one too.
Everybody just fucking word associated the word jet and didn't give me names.
They did. I'm proud of everyone who responded.
The only name I liked was
Yeah,
Ortega, but I was like,
day.
I don't know if I actually want to name my character in a way that codes them as an ethnicity other than my own. That's just playing with fire.
It's just inviting people to call you Chula.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm getting my toaster snacks ready. Give me a moment.
What's
I have
a
a
toaster
gigantic
snack?
box. Like a whole box of
Roiks?
vanilla wafers and some hard iced tea.
Nice.
Toaster snacks is just an entire speedball.
Wow!
No, that's not what's going on.
Man, we're going hard tonight.
I go into every single one of these sessions so intimidated. And I'm barely doing anything.
With the level of production value on display here, I mean, you can't mess up. The stakes are high.
I think the oppressive gloom of the setting, Intimidated, is actually a decent mood to go into it with.
It's like, Keith, your videos have like 300,000 views. You still get intimidated with the streams?
These don't have that many views.
I just.
Well, then you don't have to worry.
I'm blessed in that my most witnessed moments are extremely scripted.
Yeah.
But also, if I wasn't nervous on that channel, there'd be a video every month. Instead of the last one being almost 8 months old now, oh god.
Yeah, you gotta break through the nerves to get more content going. I'm into it.
I need an ADHD diagnosis at this rate. Which, going by Andrew's active pursuit of it, sounds very hard and annoying to do.
All right, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of water.
All right, I'm gonna pee. Enjoy that, viewers.
Yeah, you guys shortly.
Going on intermission.
All right.
So
I will
there's
be
gonna
back.
like leave his audio on by accident and then have to do a real life apology video for.
Oh no, I streamed from the bathroom just like
Oh,
Dr.
no.
Disrespect.
Wrong stream. Wrong stream.
His wireless headset.
He has a heavy stream.
Ooh, oh.
Ba-doom-tsh.
It's interesting playing a character in an escape room sequence that has zero investment in solving the rooms.
His investment is wanting to
Yeah.
get this over with faster.
My immediate reaction mentally was like, this is a wrench in the bottom of the pit because the poem says that they put down their tools, but Jet is like there. Jet is not in any way helping with the puzzle. Jet is just filming haphazardly and then mentally running a B plot on whatever the fuck's happening with these with the framing of all this.
So just as Sandals is getting disenchanted with the lore, it's actually kind of starting to worm its way into Jet's head.
That's the deep irony, is that Jet is extremely invested in the lore suddenly. Sandals has no idea what he's missing.
I was fully distracted looking at the texture detail on the medkit prop. Changing the camera angle because you can see the bottom of some of them if you get the camera inside the bottom of the medkit.
Yep.
Love the Walgreens logo on the
Yeah.
on the laxatives.
Yeah, I just Googled like a printout label and wrapped it on there in Substance Painter.
I was mostly looking to see if there was a year on the Ipecac. I was like, nope. Perfect.
That would have definitely been an alarm bell if you had 2 decades expired Ipecac.
I am back.
Welcome
What
back.
expired Ipecac do to you? Make you throw up more?
Yeah, basically.
I can't believe the throw-up medicine has cac in its name.
I think its actual scientific term is probably not Ipecac. My assumption is that Ipecac is a brand name.
No, that's the name of the flower it's made from.
Oh, interesting.
I know, because I googled it.
Which is continually used in homeopathy, but no one uses it for throw-up medicine anymore.
Well, thank God that I'm muted on my recording so that no one will know how wrong I am.
Everyone can hear you on some other mysterious place.
No one's gonna watch that stream. It's fine.
It's one of those details
But it's
that learned
recorded.
from video games, because Curse of Monkey Island has you craft syrup of Ipecac.
Oh.
I did know about that. I was thinking about that.
That's the only one I've played. I've never played any of the sequels.
Yeah, I only played it for like a couple hours, I think, and then I think I just lost interest immediately.
Oh, I love
no,
that game. I grew up with it on the Amiga. I love that game.
You had an Amiga?
Oh, I had a couple Amigas.
Old school.
Wow.
Yeah,
Respect.
that's what I grew up with.
Wow.
So I was like the weird kid that like grew up with weird games that like no one else knew what they were, but I had to go to friends' houses to play like Mario and Castlevania and stuff like that.
I can't imagine growing up with an Amiga at my house. I would have been a completely different person.
I can't imagine it because I can't imagine what an Amiga looks like.
It's an old computer.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna unmute us.
I just
All right,
remember
we're
the
back. Hello,
vagueness
everyone.
of old computer.
Man, that sure was a lot of slurs
things.
you used. Man,
Whoa.
where did I learn those?
Whoa.
Man, Sandals
Oh,
just
no.
going off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is
And-
that
and-
what the
felt that
apology
way.
video is for? He said
And-
too many gamer words.
Yeah, and in alphabetical order. The full alphabet.
Wow.
You're a slurnosaur.
I don't
No.
like that. I don't like it.
No one likes that.
And the name on that one says Jet Adler. And I think that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Your last name is Adler?
Wow.
Well.
What? I'm flattered.
Well, thank you guys for playing tonight.
Yeah, this was
that was
amazing.
Thank you.
So
I think
good.
we had some actually pretty fun character interactions today. We had the moment with Goose at the beginning, just kind of fleshing him out. We got to see Margot again, which was fun. I have to ask, was the solution to the general store puzzle Moxie the whole time and I just zeroed
Yes.
in on it?
Yes, absolutely. I intended for that to take much longer, but you got it right off the bat.
Oh my god. I was truly just making a joke because I wanted, like, one of the key details for Sandals in his background is that he's from the Northeast, and I just keep trying to find ways to, like, shoehorn in goofy Northeastern stuff as part of his character. And so the fact that was actually a puzzle solution is just incredible.
It's absolutely ridiculous how you nailed that right away, but it was not going to take, because literally when he was pitching, like, I've got anything for you. So I was literally about to ask him, do you have anything that can cure malaise? So like that room was not going to last long.
That was
I
very
was
funny.
not expecting that. I want to be very clear to everyone watching. I did not know the solution to this puzzle, and I was just trying to do a regional quirk for Sandals in that he drinks what most people would consider the grossest soda, like it's just water, just knocks it back. And granted, don't get me wrong, I love Moxie, but I am deeply aware that it is a very acquired taste. So I was trying to play that into my character. I did not realize that was going to be the solution.
I just feel like
Poor
people are really gonna
Martin.
like Goose because he's just this big soft idiot.
Poor Martin
figured-
is here. He's been studying vaudeville acts so he could go like, the
you
full
walked-
30 minutes with you.
You walked right past him like the average escape room actor, and then just walked to the solution and then left. Like somebody who's been
Fantastic. I love it.
groundhog daying through this 12 times already.
Speed running.
Someone in the chat brings up another Northeastern thing. They say black raspberry ice cream. Can't get it anywhere else and it drives me crazy. Let me tell you, black raspberry ice cream is my favorite ice cream other than coffee ice cream. I love black raspberry ice cream. That is what I grew up on. It totally is a weird Northeastern thing.
So
Shout outs to everyone who lives in New England.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, I didn't even realize like that's not available everywhere. I just didn't even think about it.
Yeah, black raspberry ice cream, Moxie soda, and red snapper hot dogs. Those are 3 key Mainer things. So if you ever go to Maine, make sure you hit all 3 of those.
That sentence sounded like Mad Libs.
No, red snapper hot dogs are regular hot dogs, but they're encased in bright red, really snappy hot dog skin, intestine, whatever hot dogs are wrapped in. So when you bite into them, they crack. They like make a really loud snapping sound. They're really good.
Oh.
They're my favorite kind of hot dog. But yeah, those are Mainer things. But I wanted that to be part of Sandals' character. While we have time, is there any other stuff? I guess we learned Jet's last name might be Adler. Are there any other like character details that we have that we like are trying to build into our characters that we just haven't really had an opportunity to play with?
I don't know character details, but character locations. I think we learned in the at the Crafts Food Services table that the polar bear was on his way to a scripted event, maybe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he was outside the chapel, but unless if he's at the other scripted location, who knows?
Yeah, I think Sandals would currently like to give him a pretty wide berth because he fucking hates that guy.
That's exactly what was running through my head. I was gonna be like, I was gonna bring that up, being like, are we trying to avoid that guy, or like, what's the deal? So
Sandals would say no, but the answer is yes. He's trying to avoid him.
Sounds like a
That's
Titanic effort.
Yeah, we'll probably get more into their background and why in particular later on in the series, but I'm excited to see how that develops. Was there anything big that we? Let me rephrase this in a way that does not allow for spoilers. was there anything big you were planning for this game that just like we steamrolled over or found clever things around, Ka?
It's a
Well,
titanic
okay.
effort because you're trying to avoid iceberg.
Yeah.
Thank you. I needed that. Thank you for the slow kids in the back. That's me. So let's see. Definitely steamrolling through the general store, but that was just so funny. I loved it.
I can't believe that happened.
You also kind of like powered through the conversation with Maven. She wanted to like trade information with you on clues she's found, but you were kind of like doing your own thing and doing a little send off, and she had to respect that, man.
I needed to flirt with her so bad. Like I think Sandals. This was a detail that I went over with Ka, but like Sandals isn't like that romantic of a character, but he isn't unromantic either. And like there are definitely people that he would like see and then want to come off cool towards, especially other like content creators and like people he thinks would like get him. So he's like definitely a little bit of a try hard and like definitely tries to be cooler and more slick than he is. So the fact that that went as well as it did, I think is a huge win for Sandals.
Absolutely.
The character archetype that I think of when I think about Sandals is like, outside of the obvious inspirations that I've been leaning into of like Simon from Alvin and the Chipmunks and Misty Quigley and Walter Tattersall from Yellow Jackets, I think in terms of his like romantic prospects, I definitely think that he's like very Max Goof, and he wants to be really cool and suave, but like maybe is kind of not. So the fact that that went well for him was great for him, even if it came at the cost of like information, because at the very least that means she'll have a reason to want to talk to us again in the future.
Yep.
No, chat. I get why my audience would think this though, but no, Adler is not a Beastars reference. It is not the character that Louis plays in the play. It's a last name several characters have in the Echo universe.
It's coyotes specifically, correct?
Yes, it's the last name of all the coyotes in the Echoverse. I don't know if that's part's true. There's too many characters.
Just a big Janice fan, I understand.
You basically walked into a Mega Mart and there's this massive level of like lore and setup, and then you just were like, I want one Abba Zaba, please. Like, what the nobody eats Abba Zaba. Why the fuck would somebody ask for Abba Zaba? Fine, you solved the puzzle. Confetti. It's me, I eat Abba Zaba.
I think one of the things I was trying to do this time was like I wanted to see what would happen if the person who is here, because in this group, Sandals and Manifesto are the only two actual contestants. I wanted to see what would happen if one of us was frustrated, didn't have their heart in the game. And truly, I was not expecting it to work out as well as it did, but I think it made sense in character for like Sandals to be really bothered by having a safety officer here, like ruining his immersion the whole time, and like, you know, not willing to get their hands dirty, like people not wanting to jump in the little pit there, like even though it hurt him, he's just like, come on, we just like need to play this. And I think that sense of reality slipping and the fact that this is all very compulsory was upsetting to him. And the fact that it worked out so well, like with him just like going in and being like, can I get the soda from my hometown? And that being the solution, like probably made him even more upset. You know what I mean? Like, oh, of course. Like, so, cause, you know, we've all talked about this in the character planning sessions, but the audience doesn't really know this. like Sandals is a content creator that takes this stuff very seriously, and he's like very much into like Slender Man and ARGs and like I joked during character creation that he's like the kind of person that would like that genuinely likes Five Nights at Freddy's lore, even though he's never played the games. Like he likes this aspect of it. So for it to be such a narratively thin experience so far, and for the solutions to be so gamey, like he's, I think, upset. And I wanted to portray that in my choices in the game today, because I didn't want him to just be like, I'm gonna roll and solve the puzzle, you know? Like I wanted it to wear on him a little bit, because he is here with the intent of like making his channel better and doing more. And he thinks this is gonna be his big break, but it's slowly becoming clear to him that maybe his artistic aspirations for this do not match up with the reality of what this experience is.
I wonder if anyone else is going to share that opinion. That'll be an interesting thing to play out with some of the other people here.
Manifesto's unflappable. He's our guiding star.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Our guiding
There has to be someone who cares.
Yeah.
Which is why his
Our
first
guiding
thought, which is why he brought us straight here to the building.
Well, my character is definitely starting to care, but in a different way, where he came in very cynical. He was just sneaking into the vent to try to, like, do urban exploration stuff. But now he's, like, kind of, like, he had the exact opposite reaction of Sandals, where Sandals got, like kind of just, like, disillusioned, where I'm just, like, they literally asked a guy to swallow a key. Like, what the hell is going on? So, like, that's why I grabbed the med kit, and he's just, like, he's actually, like, a little nervous now. Like
Shoved a Hollywood celebrity into a meat locker and then just like locked her in there.
Yeah.
It's very worrying.
I'm like picking up on Grayson's concerns, being like, yeah, like, yeah.
We saved her life.
I think the safety concerns don't scare Sandals at all, where he's just like, oh, like, come on, you gotta get into it. Like, we're in the desert. Like, of course it's gonna be, that's for immersion. But then, like, the fact that, like, there's a famous actress he's seen on TV die like 5 times, like being the key waitress. Like, instead of that, like adding legitimacy for him, that like breaks the illusion. So he's like,
Sandals a sociopath.
No, not yet.
That's what Grayson's here to be, is Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, Sandals is not a sociopath. I want to be very clear about that. But he's I think he's a little bit more out of touch with, I don't want to say he's out of touch with reality, but like he has more fandom brain than, I think he cares more about art than he does about people, maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.